Hello Capricorn, my friends. Welcome to your reading. We're going to do blind spot today. So, Cappy, I actually have a new nickname for you. I forgot about it. So, I hope you like it. My son came up with it, but totally accidentally. He's only 10, so please be gentle. I think I was mumbling to myself, like, oh, okay, because I was processing these videos, like I do the edits, you don't see me turning on and off the camera and processing it. And I was doing a Capricorn, a couple weeks ago, and he asked me to do something, and I said, just a second, I have to finish processing the Capricorn. And he says, you're processing cabbage corn? He says, what are you doing? Well, you're making something with cabbage corn. So he thought you were cabbage corn. That's so funny. That's a cute nickname for Capricorn. It's like cabbage corn. I don't know if that's a soup, if that would be like a small farm town somewhere, but cabbage corn. It almost sounds like something in a little fairy tale. Like, you know, where Ichabod Crane would have lived next door to cabbage corn. So my dear cabbage corns, it's high in fiber too. I'm probably a little gaseous, to be honest, actually, yeah. I don't know if you'd want to eat a cabbage corn soup. You wouldn't want to go anywhere after it. I don't think so. Okay, so let's get it. I had to lighten it up a bit. Sagittarius was very heavy. So, okay, blind spot for Capricorn, cabbage corn. Oh, jeez. No, don't do this to me. Oh. Oh, okay. There's some hope at the end of the tunnel. I just did a really, really hard reading for Sagittarius. Oh, just to be honest, like it just looked like a really hard, painful, difficult divorce. Like it was a really hard reading. It just kept coming out like that, very strong. So, I'm going to show you your underlying card first. Woman holding a heart. That's your underlying card. Isn't that nice? It's beautiful. This is your blind spot. The heart, the broken heart. Okay. So the reason I'm showing you your underlying first is because whenever I see this broken heart, I didn't want to just come out and show that to you because I don't think that's where you're going. I think you've had this or you might be in this. It's healing. There's one last little part of this scar that needs to be healed. And, interesting message. You know, the message is always about, and I wanted to clarify this once in the community section, I thought. You know, we talk about in the readings and often what comes out in the message is the most important thing to do first is to love yourself before you can love someone else. Is to heal yourself before you can help to heal others. Yes. It's also, though, I think important to recognize when you are sad, when you are heartbroken, and to live through and move through those emotions because it's a process. If we hide that or we pretend that we're not, it's going to come out at some point. And what it might end up doing is stopping your heart from really communicating with your mind and making choices that are really good for you. So it is important to acknowledge that energy when we're in it. Like it absolutely is. Like when we talk about, you want to try to be healthy, you want to try to be independently, happy. It's not something you just snap your fingers and it happens. It's not. But there's something too that I think is also an important message, and it's why we're here to experience life as human beings. Because we're also here to all help each other. And I'm saying all of this leading up into the body of the reading because what I'm getting here is very significant. And it's not to say, no, it is to say. It is to say that, I know some people are going to argue this. But I've learned it and I've seen it and I witnessed it and I've received it in messages. I look at the bottom. You know, sometimes we can heal as much as we can on our own, but someone else comes in to help the final part of that. And why I'm saying this is, think about Reiki healing, think about remote healing, think about all that stuff. We all need each other for different things in life. And yes, there is a point in time where you're going to be the one that needs to kind of heal this and look at stuff and see the part you played in it. Did you set yourself up for failure? Were you totally honest with yourself about this person in this situation? Do you see red flags now that you didn't see before? Like, there's so many things that you can go into to kind of figure out, how did this happen to me? Because that's just part of being human. Like, we don't know every personality out there. You know, we're working through it. We're working through ourselves. Other people are working through themselves. And sometimes when we haven't worked through each other and we meet each other, we're just a mess. What's going on? So we do need to see that part. But what I'm getting here is, with this card, now man, woman holding the heart, whatever it is, it's depicted as feminine energy. So it's very nurturing. It's a very nurturing and expressive energy. Like, it's not afraid to tell you. It's not afraid to tell you how it feels. And this is the energy that I'm getting. This is your blind spot. There's something coming in. Someone, it may be romantic, it may not be, but it's someone who gives you faith in humanity again. It's someone who gives you faith in the idea of love, that it is real. And it's the little bandage. It's the Reiki healing, right? That's what I'm getting. I kind of like it. I like what's at the bottom. Ooh, yeah. Not rest, that's coming up. So the first chakra is at the bottom. Getting that base chakra, you know, opened up, lined up. That's your passion and your desire. Your rest and rejuvenation is there too. You're moving into a nice time here. This is a different kind of energy than what you've experienced before. And that's why it helps your heart. Because if it's an energy that you've never experienced before, maybe that's the energy signature that is required to heal this last little part of the scar, the last little part of the heartache. You don't have that energy signature. This person does. And I guarantee you, you will have something in your energy signature that this person does not have, or has not experienced yet in this lifetime. It will absolutely be mutual. You both have a heart here. I can't believe that card came out. This is the card. Gosh darn it. God, you and Sagittarius. What's going on? This is the card that was in the Sagittarius reading that made it very evident that everything had been split in half here. I was going to stop at Sagittarius's reading today because I've done a bunch. And I was going to do yours tomorrow. And I was like, you know what? That was rough. Let's do Capricorn. I want something a little happier. It's okay. I love you, but I can't be that person because there's too many of you. So. You know what this person has that you don't have? They have a lot of fire. That's what I'm doing. All right. Oh, man. I'm kind of feeling a little bit like, I don't know what is going on. This is the third week in a row where Sagittarius and Capricorn have been resonating like together. It's really weird. Father of Swords is at the bottom. You may not be expressing much emotion or feeling right now. That's okay. You're protecting it. That's fine. We have the Five of Swords cut in half. That's hurting. We have the Ten of Wands dropping the burden. This is hard. That was hard for Sagittarius as well. And then you get the new cards, which are like, then you get fire here. And it's, yeah. So you get the Queen of Wands. Yeah, I'm trying to, the Daughter of Wands. This is a little bit like a page of Wands. And it takes you into the Chariot. It takes you into movement. Nice movement. Definite direction. This is a Chariot card with one horse. There's a definite direction you're going in here. It's very, that's it, yeah. And then you get the Tower. Jeez. This Tower's okay. Now, I remember last week, I don't even remember the reading. I remember the comments. I do go in and I read them. I do. I try to read as many as I can, but there's so many. But it was a repeat comment about Tower moments in Capricorn. My life has been a Tower moment over and over and over. Tower, I laugh at Tower moments now. Like Tower, oh yeah, because you had the other deck and it was a Tower card too. But it was a gentle Tower moment. I'm feeling that with this. And we're going to find out how and why and what. But then we get these two. I love this. The Two of Swords with the Lovers. 2 points in time meeting to create this new energy. Wow, it's almost like the energy that both of you have that heals each other creates a whole new energy. Alright, I just shuffled it a lot already. And you know, this is flying off into the sunset. This is where it's ending. It's ending with this choice, making a choice. The Two of Swords is about, you know, being an indecision. This one doesn't feel so much like being an indecision, trying to weigh the pros and the cons. I kind of feel like something, almost like a decision is made for you. Not that you don't have free choice here. Something happens that it's like, oh my gosh. Yeah, like, my gosh. Maybe that's part of this Tower moment. Seven of Wands, she's been out all week too. And it came out again. Oh, look at that. Yeah, something really, oh my gosh. This has been 3 readings in a row now. 3, at least, if not more. I know it's 3 in a row, and it's probably out more, but it's funny that some of the repeats here. It's just, I don't want to say this stuff to make you think I'm telling you, go watch my video. But I am telling you, like, if this is resonating, you might want to watch the Sagittarius reading. Because that was the cutting of a soulmate connection. It was cut, it was split in half. Literally, it felt like everything was cut in half. Like, you get half the house, you get the house, I get the cottage, you get this, I get that, you get my pension, I get yours. Like, it just felt like everything was cut in half. And then one of the things that I remember saying was, but this is also signifying that there is a new soulmate down the road. This is different from what you've had before. And here it is. So crazy. Oh shit, and the Six of Swords. This was sitting beside the Six of Cups. I'm sure it was in the Capricorn, the Sagittarius. I can't even keep you guys straight anymore. The Page of Cups, ascending here. There's an ascension. I love it, Capricorn. Your last card is yours, the Devil. Take my hand and let's go for a walk. The moon is at the bottom. See, that's what this is. So I see that. I see that in you now. I see that when you talk about going through so many Tower moments, it's just like, whatever, bring it on. I just walk past, pick up, someone even said like, pick up the rubble and rebuild. Like, that's very tenacious energy. That's the kind of energy that gives you the rights to this card. I'm gonna say the rights to this card. This is, you know, a lot of people look like, oh, it's the Devil, it's Capricorn, oh, it's scary. No, it's not. The Devil is the shit inside us, you know. The games that we play in our own minds, the way we self-manipulate to allow our ego to fulfill things that we don't really want. It's all that crap. And when you can go through enough Tower moments to keep knocking that ego down, and then you just see yourself totally and clearly, the way I read this card is the Devil is handing you the puppet strings. The Devil is no longer in control of you. The puppet strings are being handed over to you. You are the one in control. And look, that's sitting underneath the Lovers. It also tells me there's going to be a lot of hot, heavy nights. So there you go, right? Because the Devil is there's a lot of passion and desire there. I like it. We're coming out, all right? It's almost like this is a two-parter. It started with Sagittarius and it was like, oh, and now I see the strength coming through. I see the strength coming through Capricorn. Wait a second, I don't need to. So, the Seven of Wands, this is again, it's like a repeat message. It's like the splitting of this connection, whatever this was, may or may not be like a romantic connection, a life partner connection. It could be some sort of other soulmate connection, like a friend that you've had since, like, you know, kindergarten or something. It could be a parent. It could be a sibling. But you do end in the Lovers here. You do end in the Lovers, and there's a woman holding a heart with a broken heart. There's a lot of heart stuff, excuse me, going on. Something was split, and this literally feels like the only thing you could do at this point is just put faith in things that you can't even see. You're just praying and hoping and meditating and trying to ground yourself through the process. And with the Ten of Wands and the Three of Wands, once you drop this energy, the Ten of Wands is dropping all those burdens, releasing all of the stuff that's not serving you. It sounds so easy to say, and that's the problem with language and tarot. Like, it's just what this card represents. You know, if to really do a reading for what each card represents fully and wholly, it'll probably take me 2 hours for each one of these, like, to do that. So, you know, it does sound very trivial. Oh, you just drop your burdens and you keep going. Well, you know, those burdens are connected to memories. Those burdens are connected to feelings and emotions. Those burdens are connected to, as came up in the Sagittarius reading, that those burdens are connected to your identity, right? And looking here, like, this is a new identity, and this is looking for a new wave to ride on. Where's my new wave in life? Like, going out and getting ready for that, but having the strength to stand up. And I like this is the progression again, because in the Sagittarius reading, it was the Ten of Wands with the Two of Wands underneath, and the person is sitting at a window because they're not strong enough to even stand up yet. Now you have the strength to stand up. Now you have the strength to stand up, and now you have the strength to go for what you really want, which is this Daughter of Wands with the Empress. This is everything. This is everything. And this is also because it's so interesting. The Daughter of Wands with the Empress. I'm feeling like, you know, it is kind of feeling like the top is you. The bottom is you too, but it's almost like where you go from here. You also become Empress energy. You're also becoming the Empress. You're also becoming something that life can grow in. That you can, there's a whole new level of manifestation that you're about to enter. Very three-dimensional, very Capricorn. And here it is. And here, I do encourage you, watch that Sagittarius reading. If this is resonating, like that a connection has been lost and a new one is coming in. Because there's the new one. There's the new one. In the Sagittarius, I keep wanting to call him Capricorn. This is how it sat. These two cards, exactly. That's how it sat in the Sagittarius reading. And this is how it's sitting for you. So this is like that new soulmate connection. And there's no question with one horse, you know, the Chariot, pretty much all the other decks, there's two horses, which means there still might be a choice to be made here. There still might be a hesitation on the direction. This one just knows where exactly you're going. This is interesting. I still want to clarify this. The Six of Swords with the Tower. It kind of feels like, too, like things had to fall apart for you to realize you needed to go into a better place. But I'm going to pull a few clarifiers out. And then here we go. This is like this Ascension, the Page of Cups. I love this Page of Cups. Because there's hope. And the Daughter of Wands is like the Page of Wands. So we have two pages here. Perhaps you and your person. One is new beginnings in emotions and feelings and the whole idea of love. And the other one is like, wow, I have a lot of passion here that felt suppressed and I didn't know that I had and I could be. And these two come together. And it raises you up into an eclipse, which is a very powerful change. And that eclipse produces the Lovers and the Devil. Right? Like, no, he's handing the strings over. You've earned it. There's no way. He can't even touch you. It's not even worth it. He's not even doing it. Yeah, you're good. You're good. You're going through the gates. Don't worry. Okay, now I will pick these up. You're going through the gates. Don't worry. Yeah. This is one of my favorite devil cards in any deck. I find that his face, too, is not, his face is very soft. It's very gentle. It's almost sympathetic. You know, because not a lot of people, there aren't a lot of people that earn the rights to the strings. Here's your strings. It's like Geppetto. You're in control of your own life now. That's it. You're in control of your own life now. The Tower and the Six of Swords. Interesting. Fire sign, possibly. So we have the Queen of Wands and the Strength card and the Knight of Cups. I think you might be getting an offer. Or I feel like you might have the strength to give an offer. You might have the strength to give, to receive. Something's here, right? This woman holding a heart. This is a very nurturing. This soulmate here. You two are going to learn a lot from each other, and you're going to heal each other. Really, yeah, like, you know, this soulmate is going to show you how to turn a broken heart into, you know, what you do is you go and you make your own marks in your heart. You're the one in control of your heart. And, you know, and you can turn your heart into a piece of artwork here. It doesn't have to be broken. Those scars, those wrinkles, those gray hairs, those white hair, all of that stuff, you earned it. You earned it, right? You did. Embrace it. Enjoy who you are at this point. I like this reading. I'm going to come back and watch this one. This is a nice one. So what are we going to do? What are we going to clarify? This is beautiful. I don't know. It's just clear. With the Empress and the Daughter of Wands. Let's see. Going. You're going somewhere really good. You really are. Like, talk about manifesting, like in that Empress energy. Going from the Five of Pentacles to the Page of Pentacles to the Ace of Pentacles to the Ten of Pentacles. That's a leap. Those are leaps and bounds, but they're all done in the right order. It's incredible. Like, you've got it all in the right order. That's amazing. No wonder you've earned the strings. Like, that's amazing. That's going from absolutely out in the cold to almost being like even homeless. I'm amazed at some of the comments I get where people are telling me that they've been homeless. That is amazing. Like, to come out of that, that's amazing. That is absolutely incredible, because that has got to be one of the most lonely, hardest existences or points in time to go through. To feel invisible, right? To feel invisible. To be sitting on a sidewalk and people just walk by you like you're not even there. Like, how did I become invisible? That's kind of like a little bit like what the Five of Pentacles is. It's not for most of us, not that extreme. But then to go to this Page of Pentacles, this, I'm going to stand up, like having the strength to stand up and to brush yourself off. And there's the Ace. There's the new beginning. In this new beginning, because you really know who you are, because you have earned, the devil has given you the strings, man. You've earned it. There's nowhere to go but up, and that's taking you to the Ten of Pentacles. If it was a Ten of Pentacles that fell down before, it really wasn't a true Ten of Pentacles. This one is in the right order. This one is really, really good. No, I feel like you should just leave it there. I don't want to go into this Five of Swords and the Seven of Swords. I feel like that's old. This is kind of how the Sagittarius reading ended. And then we see where this is going now. I have to put a comment in there for them to come and watch this if they want to see how it gets better. Although this was hard. Did I show you that the moon was underneath? Oh, and then the moon is underneath, and then the Ace of Pentacles comes in underneath it. This is the unknown. Like surrendering to the process here, going down deep within your emotions to produce a new beginning, followed by the Strength card. Strength card is out twice now. How do you heal each other? I think that's the last question I want to ask. How do you heal each other? There's one here that's good. I think it's just one. It's very simple. Now, how you heal each other? We have the Queen of Swords and the Six of Pentacles. How you heal each other is there is nothing hidden here. There is absolutely nothing hidden here. It's completely open, completely honest. If something's not working, somebody says something. There's not like there's none of that. You know, if so many things go unsaid for so long, eventually there's nothing to say, and then there's no, and that's, you know, how it's going to fail. But with this Queen of Swords, there's nothing hidden here. And it's completely balanced. It's complete give and take. That's how you heal each other. If you haven't had it before, you're going to have it. And the Temperance is at the bottom. Sagittarius! How freaking crazy is that? We're ending it with that. Oh my gosh, that's just crazy. Divine timing. The alchemy of life. Balance. Wow, this is great. Yeah. I'm glad I did it. I'm glad I did this one now, because you know, when your card first came out, I thought, oh no. No. I wanted to do a reading to kind of, you know, push through what happened with Sagittarius, and we picked it up and you showed us the ending, Capricorn. You showed us the ending, so it's really beautiful. Thank you so much. To all my Cappies, all my Capricorns that have been coming in, because yeah, there's a lot of you coming in right now, so I really do appreciate it, guys, and I hope this reading, hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, keep it gentle with yourselves. Bye.